Hello, hello, hello. Happy Monday. It is Monday. So, we are going to do a weekly reading. And if you've not taken a look at the reveal for the weekend, pick a card in Guidance 311 group. Definitely go and take a look at that. That is there. So, we used this week the Angel Answer Oracle card. So, if you've had a question, that's been really weighing on you, I would think about the question and then go and look at the first posting, which is just the cards 1 through 5 before you go and look at the reveal, right? And try to only pick one. Try to only pick one. Hello, darling. So, this week, what is on tap this week? So, thank you for being here, guys. I know I'm a little late. All great plans, what is that saying? All great plans go to waste or whatever. Usually, she's asleep way before 1, but today, yeah, it didn't work out that way. It's okay. It's all right. So, I wanna pull kind of let's pull a card to tap into the energies for the week, and then we'll dig in with the Angel Tarot, by Jane Wallace. So I'm gonna pick a Divine Master card by Kyle Gray and kind of see who is with us this week, who wants to be with us, bring us a message for this week. Let's start there, I think, is what I'm feeling. Oh, and then you know what? Maybe we will put these two back. These were from last week. So last week we had Hanuman and we had a Saint Germain. So yeah, let's see who wants to come through this week. Please like, share, subscribe. Thank you for the hearts. Thank you for the subscribes. We're growing. We keep growing, so that's very nice to see. Very nice to see. I know that in these energies, we all could use as much support as we can get. That's for sure. All right, let's see who wants to come through with a message. Usually I pick these cards at the end, but I am feeling to start the message this week with this. Oh, beautiful energy. I love this energy. Kuan Yin. I love her energy. Enlightened action. Choose compassion. Move forward with grace. So that is the beautiful divine feminine high frequency. Kuan Yin is very high frequency in the energy of compassion, right? Look at that beautiful lotus flower she's holding. So this week, it is going to be about enlightened action. So taking action this week, I feel like is going to be important, but from an enlightened place or a place of compassion. So it's not about forcing anything. It's really about leaning into what changes are coming towards you, is what it feels like. LMNOPQRS. Okay, there it is. Good morning, Lori, or good afternoon. Yeah, Kuan Yin is a Bodhisattva, a being of pure compassion and love, who has loved the world over, especially in the East. Bodhisattvas are part of the Buddhist tradition, but are very similar to the Western concept of angels, beings of light and brilliance who will do anything they can to lead those who call on them into a space of peace and harmony. Kuan Yin has grace, and a pearly white light surrounds her. She can help us to step into an embrace of care, forgiveness, and compassion. If we've been hurt or disrespected by another person, she will help us to move into a non-reactive space so that we can stay connected to the light as we move forward. So the message. If you're finding someone or something difficult at this time, the best way to you can move forward is by going beyond seeking to understand why something is the way it is or someone is the way they are. It's time to move beyond the behavior or mistakes or challenges that are happening around you. Don't be pulled into the misery and fear that is coming to you from an outside source. Refuse to operate on that level. Choose to take enlightened action for the sake of your own inner peace. Know that you can be compassionate and forgiving without having to excuse someone else's behavior. It's more about stepping into your own path and recognizing that you cannot allow your own wellness and peace to be affected by someone else's behavior or by the outcome of a situation that is beyond your control. Choose to move forward in your life with grace, realizing that if you allow yourself to get pulled in, it will only cause more hurt and anguish. And the best, most enlightened act you can perform is to move on with grace and forgiveness as your North Star. The energy of Kuan Yin is here to guide you in a composed, light-filled way. So I love this energy for us this week. Oh, thanks, Cliche. So we're going to add Kuan Yin over here. She will be with us this week. All right, so let's see what Spirit wants to bring for this week as we dig in. So the first card out, I'm kind of liking that it's in that position. Yeah. Nice. Okay. So I'm gonna leave it there, and then we'll see where we go from there. Hello, Tammy. Please, if you're watching on the replay, hashtag replay and add your energy to the group. So 8 of Swords, restriction is in your past position. So yes, I am feeling like there has been restrictions. You have been going through obstacles and challenges and having restrictions that have really been keeping you from moving forward. And some of these restrictions are your own inner, unworthiness or imposter syndrome, like whatever it is that you're fighting against within yourself. So for some of you, this restriction has been very, very internal, right? So it's created external restrictions. Remember, our internal reflects our external. So I feel like for those of you who've had the person coming at you, telling you you're not good enough, they're just kind of reinforcing that feeling within you, right? Or you've had that boss saying they're not going to promote you. These restrictions that have really been making you feel like, why am I even trying? That's the feeling around it that I'm getting, right? But it is now time, and you are coming into a time of making choices. So it's really looking at these restrictions and going, okay, if these obstacles and challenges are in my way, what can I do? What can I do to move around them, right? What choices and decisions can I make that are coming from a different place, right? Is it an emotionally charged situation where you just need to withdraw? And again, that love and compassion through that Kuan Yin energy needs to be the presiding energy this week. Do you need to choose that, right? Because you are feeling lack, you are feeling restriction, you are feeling like things are not going the way that you want them to because you've been trying to control things so hard. When we're striving and driving and we're trying to control things so hard, we're actually getting in our own way, because the energy that's going to work is the energy of allowing, the energy of getting into a space of letting Spirit come in and guide you, direct you, show you the signs, give you the leg up. And I feel like many of you this week are going to feel at the beginning of the week, things aren't working out. I've made phone calls. It didn't go the way I thought it was going to go. I reached out to that person. I got shut down. Whatever it is, it really feels like, okay, I'm doing something not right here, right? Things are just feeling hard, right? So this is going to be where it's really important to step back, get into compassion for yourself or for the situations around you, and look at them from a different perspective, but not trying to force anything. So if there's something that's not working out for you this week, this is not the week to force it, right? This is not the week to keep pushing at it. This is the week to kind of be like, gonna set it aside. Gonna set it aside. It's not working, right? I can't control it, right? I've got to make a different choice. So maybe the choice is I sit down. Maybe the choice is I step back. I let it go. I let it sit for another week. I let things marinate, right? Because if you do that, if you can allow yourself to step back, right, and get into that Kuan Yin compassion energy, right, of allowing things to be, forgiving where you need to, letting go where you need to, maybe just doing you, right? Because that's what's going to lead you to the success. So for some of you, you've been trying really hard to force something or to make something happen or to achieve something, and it's not been working out, right? It's going to. It's going to. But you have to drop the reins. You have to stop trying to force it so hard. You really do need to love yourself, the people around you, the whole situation. Send love, send compassion, send healing, send forgiveness energetically, and let it come to you, because that's what I'm feeling this week. You are going to have success. It is going to work out, but not the way that you think, not how you think. So whatever you're trying that isn't working, let go. Let go and let God. Surrender this week. That's what I'm getting. Surrender this week. This is a week of trusting. Trusting that you've got this. Trusting that Spirit's got this. Surrendering to the energies and not trying to force anything. Because if you try to force something this week, you're going to end up with your nose bumped hard. So this is a week of taking the enlightened action, the action from a space of compassion and forgiveness and gratitude, not trying to force anything. And if you've got anybody coming at you who's trying to force you to be or do something, step back from that too. Step back from that too. All right, I really want to get some advice. Before we get advice, you know what? I thought I was gonna dig into this message a little more with one deck, but I'm actually being called to a different deck. So, hey, Tammy. Tammy, this is the general guidance for the week. So please take what resonates, leave the rest. So yeah, let's get a Dreamweaver's Oracle by Colette Baron Reed. Let's dig in. Hello, Cynthia. Hello, honey. Okay. Let me move this out of the way. These really want a nice shuffle. Oh, and I got 3. Okay, we're going to dig in here. These are going to be 3 very different cards, so definitely take what resonates. All 3 may not resonate for you, but I'm sure one of them will. So we're going to start with Painting Joy Across the Sky. Painting Joy Across the Sky, number 23. Joy in all forms, loving life, being grateful, sharing joy and reverence for all life. Life can be a sticky place some days where safety and trust may not come easily. How do you trust a world that is changing so rapidly, where people seem more and more disconnected from each other, from nature, and from spirit? You work hard and hope for the best, but you can be easily disheartened and disappointed. Yes, life is a struggle, but it can be unfair, hard, corrupt, and hopeless. But it's simultaneously hopeful, brilliant, trustworthy, good, and beautiful. Nothing can ever be perfect, but neither will it ever be permanent. Can you bring your attention to the beauty of the cosmos of nature and all her inhabitants to see the beauty within each person you encounter? Can you remember that joy is a perception, a perspective, and an action? Breathe in and tune into the energy of gratitude. Choose to be a kind and compassionate citizen of the world, regardless of the challenges surrounding you. Give freely of your heart. Then you will know how to paint joy across the sky. Joy doesn't need the outer world to behave. In fact, the greatest expression of joy can arise from your deepest sorrows. Remember that joy is an energy, and a contagious one at that. When you cultivate it and spread it freely, the outer world will reflect it back to you in a form that is so beautiful and meaningful. Choose joy today, and soon you'll note how much richer and fulfilled you are. In fact, more reasons to be joyful will spring up in your outer world the more you pay attention to joy. So, that is card number 1 of these. All right. And the second one is Weavers know that all is God. Look at this. Weavers know that all is God. Hello, Danielle. Hello, honey. How are you? The conscious universe is a source of supply. Spirit is fundamental to life. The mystical is the primary reality. The weavers know that all is God. Do you? This is a profound magical time in your life, and it's important that you recognize your relationship with your higher power is as essential and primary. Consider all the gifts of your very existence. When you breathe, ask yourself who is breathing you. What force moves through you, animating you and those you love? The universe is the spark of life within you and nature. And in you is true magic, connecting you to the web of all creation. Each strand woven on your behalf is pure consciousness. Right now, you're being asked to remember this and feel what that means to you. Every single thing in your life is sacred and infused with the power of spirit, God, and the conscious universe. Even your difficulties are infused with the sacred and are always beckoning you to remember who you truly are, an immortal spiritual being having a mortal human experience. Can you see right now that whatever you're asking about has divinity sparkling through it? Treat the subject of your query with reverence and step into the sacred dance. You cannot go wrong. You are meant to have this experience right now. Yeah, sometimes it's very hard to understand that where you are is right where you're supposed to be, even though it may be difficult, because it's through that difficulty that you're going to come out the other side much, much different, right? All right, and card number 3. Even wisdom needs to rest. Giving yourself time to slow down and dream, allowing ideas to form without forward movement, a necessary natural cycle of downtime. Sometimes you are exposed to so much information it overwhelms you. You aren't able to translate that knowledge into wisdom because you don't find time for integration. Life is busy, and you may be used to moving through life's obstacles course at a fast pace. You might even be at a time in your life when you're working so hard to achieve your goals, you think you're not allowed to take a break. What if you miss something or let go of a responsibility? What would happen if you said no to something or someone? Now is the time for releasing the badge of busy. This is a time for slowing down and integrating the knowledge you have gained. You will not receive the wisdom of your past experiences if you don't pause and process. Take your eyes off your to do lists and goals. Relax, knowing that resting is imperative to integrate the information you need to thrive. Now is the time for dreaming, for downtime, for slowing your pace and taking things off your plate. Maybe take a vacation or, at the very least, schedule time to do nothing. It's an uncanny truth that the cycle of non action, not doing, resting, and dreaming can sometimes bring the most astounding revelations upon your return. Remember, even wisdom needs to rest. So, I think those are 3 beautiful messages. They may not all resonate with you, but take what resonates with for this week, because I do feel like this week is a week of surrender, letting go and letting God. The Kuan Yin energy of enlightened action, not just action for the sake of action, right? But being very intentional with your action. That's what's going to move you forward. That's what's going to get you what you're trying to manifest and what you're wanting, right? You're desiring. So, with that, I think I'm going to also grab some messages from your angels to also see what they want to bring in. So, thank you for those of you who joined me live, and thank you for those of you who are watching the replay. I am Melissa L. Watkins, evidential medium and master instructor with integrated energy therapy, and more of information about all of that can be found on my website, and all of the links are in the description box. So thank you for being here. All right. The first one that literally flew out. Oh, 2. Fiona. Now that you've asked the angels for help, be open to receiving divine guidance and assistance. You deserve heaven's help. Yeah, you deserve it. Believe it to receive it. You do deserve it. So set your intention and then surrender. Let go and let God. And this would be a really good time. It feels like with this card, to use the I request a most benevolent outcome. So if you've not delved into The Angel Way by Tom T. Moore, that is the practice in that book, requesting a most benevolent outcome. And when it appears, once you say that, you let it go. You don't worry about it. You don't think about it. You know the angels got it, right? And then you just say, thank you, thank you, thank you when it happens. And they know what you're thanking them for. And then Oceana, take action. You're in touch with your truth in this situation, and you need to trust your gut and lovingly assert yourself. So there it is, the enlightened action. So it's not to not take action, but take it from a loving place. Take it from a compassionate place. And Layla, spend time in nature, meditating about your dreams and intentions. Ask the angels to help you gain a positive perspective. Yeah, I feel like these cards just kind of match the messages that we were getting from the Mystical Dream Oracle. So interesting. But it's all divinely guided, right? So yeah, for those of you who really are striving and driving and trying to force something or push something, step back, rest through the non-action. Something is going to manifest or be realized, because you are coming into success this week. If you can get out of your own way and stop trying to force things. I know it's hard. But take the enlightened action, be compassionate, look at your situations from different perspectives, or simply drop the reins, let go and let God. So you're welcome, Lisa. You're absolutely welcome. All right, guys, sending you so much love and so many blessings. Have a beautiful rest of your week, and I will be around this Wednesday night in my membership community, my monthly membership, Living in Love. We're going to be doing the coaching call. So those of you in my monthly membership, set your alerts on your phone so you are with me 7:00 Wednesday night so we can do the coaching call. All right? I'm looking forward to it. All right, guys. And if you want to join, the information's in the description box. I would love for you to join us. Have a beautiful, beautiful week, and we will talk soon. Bye, guys. You're very welcome. Thank you so much.